Hey Ninja Warrior, my name is Dan Holguin. I'm a 29-year-old rehabilitation specialist coming to you from Big Sky Country, Kalispell, Montana. 2015 has been such an incredible year for me so far. At the end of season 7, I was a bit reluctant, but took a gamble at having surgery on my rotator cuff and bicep tendon in my shoulder. And it was an injury that really plagued my training leading up to the qualifier in Kansas City. But that surgery was back in June, and I'm finally glad to say that it's off my back. I've put it in the past, and now I'm getting ready and training hard for season 8. Shoulder surgery can be unpredictable for any athlete, especially in such an upper body dominant sport like Ninja Warrior. I remember for the first 9 weeks after surgery, sleeping upright on a couch and right on the dot, waking up every 2 to 3 hours with shoulder pains. And you know, at the time it was tough because I still had to get up the next day and train my clients. So no matter how positive my outlook was on the whole situation, I still had that lingering thought, you know, when is this all going to be over with? When am I going to be able to get back to training? Or when am I even going to get a full night's sleep? Since June 10th, I've spent every day doing something to get my shoulder back to full capacity. I spent a total of 60 visits with my physical therapist, and all we were focused on was getting my range of motion back. And it took almost 4 months before I could even get my arm overhead without any kind of help. I mean, this was a grueling process, and I can laugh about it now, but at the time, none of it was funny. I still remember the moment that I was finally cleared from physical therapy too. I mean, it was like angels were singing, and I mean, I hit the ground running. I went straight to my local climbing gym until my forearms exploded. Soon after that, I made my way down south and trained at Lauren Ball's place in Thornton, Colorado. Shortly after that, I visited my ninja elder Sam Sand for some guidance at his place in Houston, Texas. Amidst everything going on with my shoulder rehabilitation, I've been fortunate enough to be an advocate for health and fitness in my community by helping out at local races and spreading the word about Ninja Warrior in a state that really doesn't know a ton about it. And I take pride in being the first in Montana to be able to compete on Ninja Warrior. So we've been doing a lot to support the movement. I help lead a committee that raises money for Special Olympics in Montana, and I've even got family from across the country that plans to be there if I'm chosen for season 8. Completing my first ever qualifying course in Kansas City was such a huge sense of accomplishment to get to the top of the warp wall, to turn around and smokes all around and people are on their feet, and to my right I've got Matt and Akbar yelling at me, and it was just one of those moments that I will never forget, and from that moment on I was sold. My goals for this season are pretty simple. I mean, initially it was to get healthy after my shoulder surgery. So now that that's off my list, I want to be able to qualify for Las Vegas. I want to be able to go down there, hit some buzzers, and, you know, make Montana proud. So if you choose me for season 8, you're going to get somebody that values a second chance and has the drive to take advantage of it.